Hi there, this is Christine Lacidra, your long-term weight loss and eating coach, and we're going to talk about holistic weight loss today. What does it take to be able to holistically lose weight, deal with your emotional eating issues, and be able to be in a place of balance and happiness so that you can really enjoy your life? So for many of us, we look at weight loss from our conscious mind, from the point of view of where the mainstream tend to look at weight loss, which is calories and exercise and eating healthy and eating nutrient-dense foods, which are all great things. However, there's two other aspects that we need to take into account. So this is the holistic perspective. And the first part is our subconscious. Our subconscious is actually 85% of our mind power. And that has a really strong pull on how we act, what our behaviors are. And this is why many times when we're trying to make habit changes, when we're trying to change something like smoking, or if you have a food addiction, why it's so difficult. 85% of our mind is having an effect on us. Unless this is in alignment with your conscious mind, that subconscious is going to be a lot stronger. So it's a matter of really clearing out what is kind of limiting us and maybe sabotaging us, and bringing the subconscious into alignment with your conscious desires. And not only will you be able to lose weight more easily and gracefully, but it will also have a ripple effect on the rest of your life. You'll feel less burdened, not just physically, but emotionally as well. So that's another aspect of being holistic in terms of your approach to weight loss. The other aspect is reaching into the part of us that is our higher consciousness. This is we're talking here about our soul level or our higher self, and bringing that in. Bringing in the support of a bigger part of ourselves than just our mind. When we try to rely just on our mind, we're going to oftentimes feel really unsupported, because we're going to not feel like the universe supporting us, because there seems to be so many things kind of blocking us. But when we open up and allow this greater energies, greater wisdom to support us, and trust in that, then things start to flow a lot more easily, a lot more gracefully. And then we have access to a whole nother level to support us and to give us the energy and inspiration, enthusiasm to support us in our goal. Then we have more internal wisdom, and we can tap into the wisdom of the universe and tap more easily into our body wisdom. Our body really is more connected as well to this higher wisdom, to this greater awareness. And when we're able to tune into that, we can really see what is going on. And there's ways in which we can tune into this part of ourselves. So one of the important things about being able to do this is both our subconscious and our superconsciousness, or our higher self. Both of these communicate with us, not in words, but in metaphors. And when we start to understand the metaphor of what is going on in our life, we can get incredible signposts that can support us. So let's take the example of eating emotionally and being in that place where we know we're not actually physically hungry, but we cannot stop eating. When we look at that hunger, that is a metaphor in itself. We are hungry for something. And that is what our body and our greater self is telling us, that there's something that we are hungry for. And we need to look at what that is, find out that hunger, feed that hunger. And once we feed that hunger, it will no longer represent itself through the body as a form of needing to eat food. It's just a simple example there for you in terms of understanding this. So this is what it takes to holistically look at weight loss and eating, taking into account the subconscious and also accessing a greater power, a greater way of supporting ourselves. If you would like to get some extra support or just some greater clarity in what it is that's needed for you to move forward and what is that's blocking you, take advantage of my free 10 to 15 minute connection call, and we can see if there's anything that I can do to support you. And if I can, then we can set up a free consultation for about an hour and really get clear about what's going on for you and what's needed for you to be able to move forward from a more whole person perspective. So go to my website at resetmyweight.com. And if you go to the About page, you can find a way to access my appointments. And I also put a link to my calendar in the description below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel if you've liked what you've heard. Thank you, and wishing you well and happiness.